Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Monday, April 10th Crowdrising webinar and update presentation. My name is Pete Redica, broadcasting to you live from the tropics of Belize, Central America. We're located in Hopkins, Belize, oceanfront here right now. Just a real cool breeze coming off of the Caribbean here. It's a lovely night. Sun is still shining, but hey, you guys are here to hear about Crowdrising, the team build, and all the exciting things going on. And I can tell you folks that we've got some great people here running the show, and I am absolutely thrilled and honored to work side by side with so many incredible people. And the concept of what we've started here with this Crowdrising team build is being embraced by leaders and well, people from all walks of life. As we can see in this room here, we've got countries in this room, flags from at least 5 different countries. So that is absolutely wonderful to see, and we really want to welcome you. Anyone new in the house, anyone looking at Crowdrising here today for the first time, if you would be so kind and just type yes or new in the chat box, that would be wonderful. That way we can identify you, and I always like to really make our guests, our first time people coming to Crowdrising, feel really welcome and really special, and that's always our aim. So anyone new in the house, or are we all veterans here? As most of you know, Crowdrising has been around for a year now, right? It's April of last year that we started this concept. So yeah, Terry, me, nice try. Last year in April, we started our beta launch, and many of you were with us from the very beginning of Crowdrising. When we started the beta, it was a time of learning and getting the bugs worked out of the script, and we privately started placing our network, and we placed our first 500 people, and then we, of course, we launched it, officially launched it May 2nd of 2016, and here we are, pretty much a year later, and of course, Crowdrising stronger than ever before. The system is working flawlessly, and it is a peer-to-peer donation platform, direct funding right to your payment processors, and the system works really well. You're going to hear a little bit about that today, but I'm just completely thrilled to see so many people that have been around for such a long time still here with Crowdrising, and seeing the numbers, like 300,000 participants in Crowdrising, and it's only going to grow here, ladies and gentlemen, because we've embarked on a very unique, special journey here with this very unique Crowdrising team build, where if you're a part of it, I congratulate you. If you have not yet taken that step to join us, I want to really encourage you to send an email out to crowdrisingcompliance@gmail.com and get your information to our wonderful moderator, Terry Martel. She's just going to take care of you and assign a user ID to you. And that's the way this works. You get assigned to a person within the team build. You're going to be hearing a little bit more about that and some of the aggressive plans that we have as a team, as a community of leaders, movers, and shakers. So again, just real thrilled to have you with us here today. If you're listening to this via a recording and you're not on the live presentation, well, you know what? We want to just, again, make you feel welcome. Just, check us out. Take a real close look at Crowdrising. Look at our Alexa ranking. Just know that this community has been around for a year. Now, how many programs do you know in the online space that can say that they've been around for a year and they're still working, and it's still working exactly as well, if not better, than it was the day that it was launched? So I'm going to do a real quick overview on how Crowdrising works, just so that you guys can understand how this platform works and how simple it really is. So I'm going to call this the condensed version of the presentation, just a real quick overview. What is Crowdrising? So if you're here for the first time, well, it's a donation platform that's peer-to-peer. First we give, and then we get back multiple times of what we gave. Now the platform itself is free to use and it's so simple. You just, if you're joining the team build, you just send that email in and you get assigned a username, and that username will start with CRTV. That is mandatory if you're part of the Crowdrising team build, and we have a rotator that helps you get your 3, and it's a really exciting concept. Now I don't want to confuse you. There's 2 sides to Crowdrising. There's the side, the regular build. Many of our participants are in the regular build, and that's fine, and it goes 5 wide. But in the team build, in this phase that we're in right now, we're helping everyone to get their 3. That's the primary objective of the team build. So it's really great for those that maybe aren't really strong recruiters. It gives them an opportunity to come in and just have no pressure that they have to recruit or you have to invite. Yet, when you feel comfortable with a platform and you feel it's really well managed and it's really well run and you love the people you work with, it's a natural thing for you just to go out and to just share that with other people. And the procedure is very simple. You just get that message and have them opt into our rotator or send an email in. I mean, you just want to get these people started, and let's face it, it's $20 and it's free to join, but the platform, the donation itself, is a $20 one-time out-of-pocket donation. So that's it. And that goes to your sponsor, the person that invited you. Now this will qualify you to receive your donations on stage 1. And then very quickly, as you receive your donations on stage 1, the moment you get 3, the system soft locks you, and that means it's time to step up to the next stage, which is stage 2. Now I don't encourage you wait till you get your 3. Now the moment you see one person land beneath you in the team build, what are you waiting for? Send a message of confidence out to your team and just say, hey, I'm upgrading. I'm going to stage 2. It's $40, and you upgrade it. Now you're automatically eligible for stage 2 donations. The regular build in Crowdrising has 5 on your front line. We're utilizing 3 of those positions in the team build right now, and in a later phase, we are opening up the 4th and the 5th leg for you. So you're going to have 5 working legs eventually. Right now, like I said, we're focusing on 3 of those legs. You're going to hear a little bit more about that from James and Terry both a little bit later on in the presentation here. Now, where do you find most of your answers? Well, you know, we've got a great area on the website called How It Works. And the How It Works section has some great tutorials, some videos. We've got a very responsive support team. If you've got a support question, all of our support tickets get answered in a very timely fashion. And I know we've had spurts where we were behind maybe 48, 72 hours on support tickets. We were literally getting 500 plus support tickets a day. We're not getting that now because it's more managed now. It's more streamlined. So it's really simple for people to get answers, especially if they go to the How It Works page on the website, whether you're logged in or not. The How It Works page. Start by watching a few videos. And just so you folks know, that How It Works page is going to receive a facelift. We're going to be modifying that page very soon, and we're going to be splitting it up. One side will be strictly for the regular build. The other side will be strictly for the team build. For those that are primarily in the team build, just want to watch some videos, the last webinar, or read some documents, whatever. I mean, we have visually impaired people as well. So, I mean, we're going to make sure we have all the information back there so that people can listen or read whatever they prefer. But if you want answers, I mean, your sponsor is always your first course of action. Contact your sponsor. If you don't get the answers there, well then, you know, contact us. We're always on Skype as well. We've got a very active Skype group as well. We have many maxed out Skype groups, and I want to encourage you to get connected with us. Join our Facebook group. And Terry, if you have the Facebook group there, pop the link in here as well, so that anyone who's not part of our Facebook group, there's the regular group, which I think has something like 23,000 people. Then there's the Team Build Facebook group, which is a new Facebook group that we created that's exclusively for the Team Build. It has Team Build information. So Skype as well. We've got Skype rooms. We can certainly drop the links in here as well for the Skype room as well. Terry, if you want to add the Skype, the TD Risers Skype group link in here as well. That'd be great. So anybody who wants to save that link later on after the webinar, just go to the link, click on it, and it'll take you right into our Skype group. So again, we've got a very responsive, outstanding team here, and Terry is head of support. She really has been just a wonderful, wonderful asset to Crowdrising. She's been there through thick and thin and just helping people, and many of you got to know Terry really well, so just a wonderful individual, and Gerhard and I are just absolutely thrilled to have her working with us, and as we are with James Bobo, who we're going to hear from tonight, and his friend Skylar. I mean, these guys are heading a very, very powerful campaign here with Traffic Wave and autoresponders and reaching out to the Crowdrising database. So many of you may have gotten an email, may have gotten contacted already with the campaign that's going out, just reaching out to all of our participants that are active, and some of them may need to see the message 2-3 times before they decide to jump on board. But I can assure you, many of them have joined, and many of them are looking at joining, because we're getting a lot of questions, and questions is a wonderful, wonderful thing. We're developing a really, really tight-knit community here that's just really out to lend a hand and help each and every individual out there. Now, the donation process in Crowdrising is very simple, and it's very effective. So it's very automated, and yet there's a manual component to it. When you join Crowdrising, under your sponsor, of course, someone has shared the link with you, and then you join Crowdrising, right? Simple. You created your account, you set up your donation methods in your back office, you go to My Money. That's one of the first things you want to do. Now, in the team build, Bitcoin and PayPal only. So you must have a Bitcoin or a PayPal if you want to participate in the team build. Now, as soon as you've got your donation methods set up, you've got all that back there, you now must send your first $20 donation to your sponsor, or the person that you were assigned to or spilled to. It could come from someone else, right? Team build means we work as a team, and you get placed under the next available team build participant, and you'll be donating to that participant. So your $20 Bitcoin donation or PayPal donation will go there. Then you do what's called submitting step 2. You do that from your back office. It's all explained in the How It Works page. There's a tutorial on that if you get stuck. It's very simple, really, but you must submit that step 2. It's a push system. You have to push it. There's nothing for your sponsor, your upline, to approve until you do that. But you don't do that until you've submitted the donation. So you want to make sure, if it's a stage 1 donation, you've sent that Bitcoin, you sent that PayPal, you've included that transaction or that hash ID into the transaction details. Then at that time, your upline, your sponsor, gets notified via an email, and they are prompted to log into their account and verify that you have sent the Bitcoin, that you have sent the PayPal, and they go and approve you. Very, very unique how this works. Now, you quickly work your way through the stages. You advance yourself, and it's really incredible. I mean, we've had team build members that come in, and very quickly they get their first referral, their second referral, and if you haven't gotten a referral yet, don't push the panic button. Just be patient, because we're working systematically, and we're giving everybody, like, we're moving along the grid that we're working on. We're giving everybody 1, moving to the next one, giving them 1. So we're not doing 3, 3, 3, 3. That's not how we're working it. So we're making sure that everyone gets 1, and then we move on to the next one. So it may take a little while before we get to you, but rest assured, we will get to you. So it's really cool. You can continue to invite. You can invite as many as you want. I know it says 5 people, but you can bring in a lot more than 5 people, because even in the regular build, they spill down and they benefit your teammates. And let's face it, when they step up to the higher stages, you are in line and you are the beneficiary of that donation. So very, very unique. Now, one thing that's really important, bright message in red here, we don't pair, we don't match, we don't merge, we don't do anything like that. We do placements. If you're part of the team build, if you're in the regular build, well, you're out building for yourself. You're out there inviting your people on your own merit. But in the team build, it's really unique how we work as a team unit. And the donation process here, like I mentioned earlier, it's simple, it's unique. And I want to encourage you to really share your links or the rotator link if you're part of the team build on social media. And I want to put out a challenge to each and every one of you here on the webinar today, or if you're on a recording today, get that team link. Our wonderful friend Steve Height has created a really nice advertising campaign, a rotator, and it's really unique how this works because the rotator just moves from one participant to the next, assigning that referral to that participant, and when you get your 3, you're taken out of the rotator because our primary mission here is to help everyone get 3. So if you would share some energy on your personal Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn, or Google+, whatever you got, just share it on there. And also add it to your back office. Add your social media profiles to your Crowdrising back office. There's an area for you to do that. So I covered the donation process here already, so I'm going to skip through this slide here. I'm not going to repeat myself here, but the moment you're activated, you go from stage 0 to stage 1 in Crowdrising. And then, as I mentioned, as you advance, as you decide to step up to the next stage, now for example, let's say you've got 3 donations. Your account goes into what's called a soft lock. I touched on that earlier already. What does that mean? Well, it means that you're no longer eligible for any more donations until you step up to stage 2, or the next stage in line. If you're soft locked on stage 1, meaning you've got your 3 donations, you must go and submit the donation to your second upline, and that automatically takes the soft lock off of your account. No sense in sending in a support ticket saying, hey, I'm soft locked, can you unsoft lock me? We do not unsoft lock anyone. It's up to you to submit that donation to your second upline, and the moment they approve you, your soft lock is off. Or if you ever get a donation, a step 2 submitted to you, and there's no Bitcoin, there's no PayPal funds, well, I always wait a little while and just make sure there's not a lag or something like that, but then I immediately go and reject. Never wait. If you see stage 2, or they've done step 2, they've submitted step 2, meaning they've submitted a donation process to you, but there's no funds, just hit that reject button. It's simple. And say, I didn't receive your funds. And then it's up to them to prove they did and submit step 2 when they have, in fact, sent the funds. No one should send step 2 until they physically have sent the funds. So just advance yourself as quickly as possible. Like I said earlier, there's no sense in waiting. When you see a good thing and you see the momentum, you see people excited about this, what are you waiting for? Just advance yourself, because the sooner you're on stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, the sooner you are eligible for donations on that stage. So here again, this PowerPoint is available on the How It Works page. I'm not going to go through its entirety here. It's quite long for me to explain all this, but it's all in the How It Works page as well. You can really understand how your uplines are really in the process with you here. So let's use an example. Here you are on stage 1. You donated to your sponsor. You go to stage 2. It's $40. That goes to your second upline. Then you decide to go to stage 3. That goes to your third upline, providing they're qualified. Then your stage 4, it's $100. That goes to your fourth upline, providing they're there. If they're not there, the system automatically looks upline until it finds a qualified participant. And that's why the participants that take the time to step up are usually the ones that catch the pass-up donations that come from beneath, because there's often people that are asleep at the switch, or just don't have the knowledge, or don't have the confidence, and just haven't taken that step. Now, level 5 here, stage 5, is $200 donation, and It's an amazing stage. It's entry to leadership and crowd rising. We'll touch more on that another day. There's plenty of videos out there on YouTube on the How It Works page that explains how powerful stage 5, that $200 donation is. Once you grasp this and you understand how your flow of donations went from you to your uplines, in this example, all the way up to your 5th upline, you're going to get so excited when you grasp that. Why? Well, the answer is really simple, because you see, as you develop a team beneath you, the role now reverses. Now the people down beneath you, 5 levels deep, 4 levels deep, 3 levels deep, whatever it is, they're going to be stepping up and donating to you, right? So all your 2nd level people, they're going to donate $40 to you, right? The donation. Your 3rd generation people, when they go to stage 3, they're going to step up to the stage 3 $60 donations to you. Your 4th level people, 4 beneath you, and in a team build environment, ladies and gentlemen, this can happen real quick. You've got your 4th level people stepping up to stage 4. Guess what? That stage 4, $100 donation goes to you, but you have to be on that stage before you're qualified and eligible to receive it. And your 5th generation beneath you, when they step up to stage 5, that $200 donation goes to you. Again, you must be there. If you're not there, let's say you're just on 40, and someone beneath you goes crazy and just starts working this and goes to stage 4 or 5, well, guess what? That just passed up right above you and went to someone else in the community because you didn't take the time to take this serious and step up. And this goes all the way to stage 10, so it's really, really powerful. Let me tell you, folks, you've seen nothing yet. When you wrap your mind around what's happening with this team building, when you hear from Terry and James immediately after my presentation here, you're going to get real excited, because you're going to see the power and the potential and how we're walking through this with phases. We launched phase 1. We're in phase 2 now. Phase 3, where we open your 4th and 5th leg. You're going to hear more about that in a bit. And oh my gosh, you guys are going to get excited, because this is a magnificent platform, an amazing concept, and very, very lucrative if you really grasp it and you get excited about it. And let's face it, who doesn't want to be a part of something that's fun, exciting, and very rewarding? So, I mean, we're in the right place at the right time, ladies and gentlemen. So I just want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for taking the time out of your schedule to be here on this webinar today. And at this time, I want to turn it over to our senior moderator, our wonderful support moderator, Terry Martell. I just, have so many wonderful words that I could say about Terry. I mean, she's just been there from the beginning. We've had hiccups, we've had challenges, we've had growing pains. I'm going to be the first to admit that, but you know what? We've worked through those, and Terry's just been there and helping. Many of you got to know her. Just an awesome heart, an amazing individual. And after that, we're going to hear from our very own James Bobo. But let me just turn it over to our wonderful friend Terry. So join me in welcoming her.
Thanks, Pete, for the wonderful introduction. Please forgive me if I cough and decide to just go offline for a minute. I'm still fighting this flu bug, and I go into these coughing spells, so I apologize to each and every one of you. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the CRTP Team Risers. We had a lot of great things happening, and over the weekend I entered personally about 15 new accounts. So we are working on getting all the people in the D team. They're one each to start off with, and there's 135 people in that row, guys. So it's push that team build link as much as we can, so we can get people in here faster. Getting response from the login messages. When you first log into your account, there's a message that pops up. The results are working great. If you guys have any ideas for a login message, please send them to the Gmail account. We'd love to hear your ideas. Let's get everybody involved in this team build. I mean, this is your team, guys. We're working as a team together, so let's do this together. You got any suggestions whatsoever? We're open to anything you have. And with that being said, I need a 3-minute video testimonial. Now, you guys, you don't have to show your face. You can just speak. But we need some testimonials, guys, on how this is working for you. I personally can say, after I've upgraded and to the stages I'm at, I personally have made $200. So, I mean, who couldn't use $200? Who couldn't use $20 today? You must know somebody. Make that list, guys. I mean, who do you know? Do you know your hairdresser, the plumber, the electrician, your next door neighbor, the lawn keeper, pet funds? My goal, my personal goal, is I've created an account. A couple of years ago, I had to put down my favorite dog. She was my dog that went through everything with me. She went through all the cancers I've had, and she was there for me. And at the time, we were down on our luck here, and we really didn't have the money to pay the vet to see what exactly was wrong with her. So my personal goal is to have a pet fund so that everybody that needs to can apply to have that financial help to help them have the tests that they need to have done for their dogs. So I've set up an account just for that, and I'm going to work it real hard because I strongly believe if something should happen to one of my fur babies, I'd be devastated. I put 2 dogs down in 2 years, and I don't want to have to deny them the medical attention that they need, just like we all do going through life. The older we have to pay and test and everything like that. So with that being said, let's share that link. Let's get our word out there. Talk to whoever you know. Just get that link out there. Now I have I want to make sure that you guys check your accounts daily, because I am filling in people. And remember, you have that 24-hour period to prove the donations. Also, make sure if you don't have a Bitcoin account, message us. We can help you set that account up. It's simple. It's easy. James is there to help people. Sky's there to help people. I'm there to help people. We're all here as a team, so set those accounts up. There is no STP and there's no Pazer accounts, guys. It's PayPal or Bitcoin or both, and I prefer both. And I want to make sure that when you guys get your 3 people, you need to send an email into the Crowdrising compliance Gmail account, and let us know you got your 3. I have 135 people right now that I'm keeping track of. So, and it's a lot of work involved. And the weather's getting nice around here, so I'm going to enjoy some of the weather during the day as well. So that is all I have to say. One last thing. We are currently 944 members away from 300,000 people. That's quite the accomplishment. All right, with that being said, everything turns over to you, Pete.
Thank you so much, Terry. Really appreciate that, and just know that you are immensely appreciated, my girl. Awesome, awesome job. Just a really, really wonderful personality, our very own Terry Martel, and we just love her to death. So, all right, moving on, ladies and gentlemen. We brought some real powerhouse talent to the Crowdrising team as of recently. Our very own James Bobo, and of course Skyler. I mean, these guys work together as a team unit, and they are just a powerhouse. They're working on the Crowdrising database and Many of you may have already received an email from them. They're working the traffic wave campaign, and they're doing so many things that are going on behind the scenes to really expand this team build and really make this thing go viral. And I mean viral in a big way. When people grasp this team build and they really understand what we are working towards accomplishing here, I'm very confident in saying this is going to be one of the biggest team builds the online space has ever seen because of the simplicity and the power, the direction, and the leadership. Whether you're a fundraising organization, a church, or some kind of a platform that wants to just generate funds for mission or a cause, or you need a new home, or GoFundMe 5.0. I mean, this is it. Crowdrising. It is your vehicle, your tool, and you can accomplish just about anything with it when you put your mind to it. So I'm just thrilled to work side by side with so many wonderful people. And right now, we are going to hear from our very own James Bobo, who's going to really spell it out for you and share with you what is going on behind the scenes, what him and his team are up to. So join me in welcoming our friend and leader, James Bobo.
Pete and Tara, I'd like to thank you very much, and I'd like to give honor to God like I always do. I want to thank my wife for giving me the opportunity to work this platform, and always my buddy Skylar, he's always right there beside me. I used to say we're Batman and Robin, but we have to say Batman and Batman because neither one of us is going to be Robin. But one thing I like to also mention, there's a lot of great activity going on. Pete has sent a letter out to the leaders. Tari, she's done a login message. There's several people on the team that are doing advertisement out there in the community. One of the things, a couple of things that myself and Scott have been working on for the last couple of weeks, we've had the email campaign kickoff, and that's a daily campaign with what we're doing from the database. And every time a campaign goes out, we see people responding back from the campaign. We just recently started a test traffic wave with putting some people that had responded from the email campaign into the traffic wave this weekend, and we got tremendous results. We're talking about within 5 minutes of sending it out. Within a 12-hour period, we had people signing up from the traffic wave campaign. And that was just a test, and we're getting ready to start launching tomorrow full force with that. So we're extremely pumped up and excited. One of the things that Pete mentioned about the rotator, Steve has a great rotator that's out there that we had some challenges with the one that we had, and Susan, she was able to take care of it. One of the things is the rotators. We have a couple of different, at least two, if not three rotators out there, and everything right now, people are putting in the team's information to go to rotate to the next person. One of the things that me and Tari are going to be doing is getting with some of the leaders, and we're going to put a capture page into the rotator so that everything goes back to crowdrisingsupport.com so that Tari can assign everybody or username. That way, regardless of whether there's 2, 3, 4, 5 rotators out there advertised in different markets, we can make sure that everything goes back to Tari to place people in where they need to be at so that everybody gets a person top to bottom, left to right. This way, everybody gets a fair shake at, making sure that she can control it just like she did from level ABC, where everybody got one person at a time and everybody was to donate up. And once that happened, we went to one level to the next level, and it worked great. And the one thing, the rotator does work great, but since we have multiple rotators out there, we need a way of controlling it to get everybody back to the same page. So me and Tara are going to be speaking with some of the leaders after the webinar this evening, and trying to change that up. So if you go to any of the rotators in the next 24 to 48 hours, and you see a capture page that says send your information to crowdrisingsupport.com, and Tari's going to take care of you like she always been. One of the things also um, that we've been doing is, like I said, the rotator is a great opportunity for people to actually meet other people in the platform. I supported my team. I said, hey, let's jump on this when it opened up, and there's about 5 people from my own team previous to coming into crowd rising that's actually in my league. And in the other 4 legs, I think me and Skylar calculated there's about 35, 36 of our friends, team members, co-workers, neighbors, relatives that are in the other 4 legs. So, we one of those people that if we're gonna do it, we're not gonna tiptoe. We're gonna jump in it with both feet. So the one thing is that we want to push this as a team, and the one thing that we saw an advantage of is that a lot of our people, or some of our people, they were struggling to find some people for referrals to bring into the platform that we're working with, and so this is a great opportunity to meet other people. And just to give a shout out to a few people that I've met, I mean, just like Steve Height, I've talked to him. I got a chance to talk to Susan this weekend, just some people in my group, of course, Pete and Tari, definitely. I got the opportunity to talk to Gerhardt several days ago, which was a great opportunity also. But I've had an opportunity, like Pete said, this is not just your state or national, but I got a chance to meet a gentleman by the name of John Martez, and I hope I'm pronouncing his last name correctly. He's up in Canada. Spoke with a young lady named Gloria. She's originally from South Africa. Dave, he's out in California. Had a chance to talk to him. Mario, who's out in Arizona, and then there's when you and I'm not. My strength is not advertising on the internet or anything like that. I'm more of a talk to a person and see where their goals are, where their dreams are at, and kind of help guide them towards those particular goals. And one of the things is that there were some people that I was able to reach out to that's in my team. Gloria, for one, she has a ministry that she's working with. Miss Rhonda, Hicks, who's in Kansas, I believe. And she may hurt me if I've got that wrong, but she has a ministry that she's working with. And a good buddy of mine that I've met here recently that I've really bonded with, Mr. Anthony McMillan down in Georgia. We have a ministry that is almost identical, that when we started talking, we were just like, wow, somebody actually shares the same vision. And I actually have my ministry inside of Crowd Rising where I can get donations for it. And just like Pete said, this is a great opportunity that you can actually move forward and do some great things with your dreams and your visions that you had that ordinarily you wouldn't be able to. One of the things that definitely, like I said, we want to make sure that we work together as a team, and just like Tari said, push the, the rotators out there, advertise it. Just like I said, we're going to get with the leaders to make sure that we're on the same page and everything goes back to her to where she can place everybody back from one person, top to bottom, left to right. One of the things that Pete has mentioned is that the rotator is a great tool to get us off the ground to where we need to be at. And one of the things is that if I'm a numbers person, I'm a great organizer. That's one of my strengths. And one of the things is that you realize that the rotator is going to be able to carry you but so far. And that's the reason why there's 3 documents that Pete and Tari approved, which is the guidelines, which is the information they give me and Scholar, just put it down on paper, the guidelines to the team build, the pay procedure to the team build, and I put together a little project that say how you can to get your community self-sustaining. And after talking to Skylar this week, we're actually going to rename it Project 360, because once you get to tier 2 and your donation is about $360, you can really take your community to a whole nother level. And that's just by reaching out, helping other people. Um, One of the things, as Pete mentioned, this is a 3-phase. Phase one was where Tari, she basically placed everybody from uh, the A level, B level, and C level, and then on one of the webinars, Pete opened up to everybody. You do not have to be an existing member in order to get into the team build. Phase two is for everybody, and our goal is to move at least until level F right now with the rotator, everybody focusing on the team build. Because think about this, everybody loves a winner. I'm from South Carolina, and I'm going to give a shout out to the South Carolina Gamecocks, who just won the National Basketball Championship. But I'm going to tell you, 2.5, 3 months ago, nobody said anything about a Gamecock. All of a sudden, when they get into the Final Four, you hear about, yeah, that's my team. And when they win it, that's my team. I'm a Gamecock. Never heard anything about that 2.5, 3 months ago. That's what's going to happen when people in our community start getting $60 donations, $100 donations, $200 donations. People like winners. And when you're a winner, people want to flock to you. They want to come to you. That's when we need to open up leg 4 and 5. Is when you're winning like that and you got that momentum and people coming to you, those legs will fill up so quick that it'd be crazy. Pete, that is all I have to say. I probably overtalked my say here, overspoken what I need to here, but I'm pumped up. I'm excited about what's going on. I'm gonna give shout out to my buddy Skylar once again because I know I have once, and I know y'all probably say that I give him too much credit, but Skylar deserves a lot of credit. A lot of the design things that you see on the things that we do that's in the email and traffic way, he spends a lot of time designing that stuff. He makes it look pretty. He makes it look presentable and attractive for people. Okay, so we both work full-time jobs. We're members just like everybody else, but we see the vision of where this can take everybody to. So we're here to support the team. We're here to support Tari and Pete and everybody on it. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns that I can help you with, please feel free to get in contact with me. And if I can't help you, I'll definitely point you in the right direction where you can get help. Pete, back to you, sir.
Thank you so much, James. I really appreciate your time and appreciate you just speaking from the heart and sharing it like it is. And a special thank you definitely to Skylar, who has done a marvelous job on that traffic wave campaign and all the things he does behind the scenes that often go very unrecognized. I just want to really say a special thank you to you, Skylar, and all that you do, as well as our very own Steve Height, who's, I don't think he's with us today on the webinar. He's had a few health issues, but just a very committed individual with a lot of IT skills and just helping a lot with his team build. Susan Saunders, who's always there, a real team player, working, Facebook groups, and she's always interacting with people, very social individual. Just love this lady and appreciate all of you and that have taken the time out to be on this webinar. And in closing here tonight, I just want to say that, you know what, it doesn't matter the size of your bank account, it doesn't matter the color of your skin, it doesn't matter where you live, it just doesn't matter. Crowdrising is for everyone, and when people embrace this concept and truly understand that you are in charge of this platform from the day you join it, from the minute you join it, you can ultimately decide your destiny. And by helping us to really create some momentum, some synergy, and getting that rotator link out there, we all pool together and just use our own resources and start advertising and sharing this. This thing can go mega, mega viral in no time. And we are a team, guys. And just remember, there is no I in team. Be a brother's keeper. Be a sister's keeper. And let's do this. This is definitely a win-win for all of us. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, awesome, phenomenal night.